G'day YouTube. Today I've got this fantastic looking Kyosho Raider to restore. I'm going to knock this one out in one video. Raiders are pretty easy to work on. Should be a pretty quick job. We'll start by getting rid of that body. It's got a few splits here and there. Actually it's not too bad, but I'll just use a nice TBG body, get rid of that one. Naturally the shocks need a bit of looking at. It's broken clean in half. There's been some glue spilt on it here and there. Everything's pretty much there though. Original speed controller. It's got the 240 ST motor in there. Probably just clean that up, give it a bit of a lube, and I think it should be right. I think the shock collars actually look okay, which is kind of rare. That one's got a bit of glue on it. Maybe we can pick that off. Hopefully, that'd be nice. Yeah, so just clean it up, give it a paint job, and add some new stickers to it I've got there. Alrighty, we'll get on with the disassembly. Nice. So they've made some little adapters there to put the looks like Tamiya Falcon wheels, Grasshopper 2, one or the other. I'm thinking Falcon on the front, and naturally the bearings are bigger. They're the 5x11s instead of 5x10s. Actually 4x8s it should have on the front. So yeah, a bit of tubing underneath. Yeah, nice. Well, gotta do what you gotta do. So that's probably as far as I'm going to pull it down. Just needs a good clean around the gearbox. And I wanted to look at the gears, of course, because they're kind of like cheese in these things. Yeah, there's a couple of spots on there. It focuses properly. Yeah, a couple of these teeth are starting to go flat. So it's probably going to need new gears. A counter gear at least. Diff looks okay. Don't know how it is inside. I think it feels okay. I guess I'll take it apart when I'm cleaning it. Yeah, it feels alright, but yeah, won't know till it's open. As far as the chassis goes, you know, it all looks pretty good. Doesn't appear to be any breaks anywhere. No cracks. So apart from these shocks, I probably won't do much more pulling down on this. It's only one piece and pretty clean, so you can probably state that. Well, it's not clean, it's dirty, but you know what I mean. It's all in reasonable condition, so there's really no need to pull it apart. So get these shocks off. You've got some weird screws here. They shouldn't be there. Actually, they're just backwards, I noticed. So there's probably no reason to take that off. Might just leave that there. This arm's got a bit of a bend in it, but I'm not going to worry too much with that. There's a good thing about the Raider. Everything was flexible. The arms are pretty stiff, but you know, shock towers and that were flexible. I don't think I ever saw any break. Bit of paint to clean off the front there. Oh, it's just peeled paint off the body. That's alright. Alrighty. So I did find a couple of broken bits. This chassis brace, I guess you call it, goes under the speed controller and mounts to the gearbox. So that's broken there. It's been glued. It was very brittle glue because it came off real easy. So maybe I'll glue that. I do have some spare parts in a box somewhere. I need to go looking for that. If there's one in there, great. If not, don't know. I'll probably glue it. And same this brace on the front here. Don't know if you can see that, but there's a crack in it. Right across there. The other one looks to be okay. The chassis itself, I can't see a crack in. Looks pretty good. Yeah, maybe I'll glue this up, but again, I've got a feeling they might even come on the same tree. So if I've got that tree, be too easy. Just put new bits on it. The gearbox, I know I've got one out there. It's in the box somewhere. This stuff, I started scratching this glue off, and yeah, it's pretty well stuck. Looks like ass, so I'm going to take it off. I'll leave this, probably wash it up, you know, because there's nothing wrong with the gearbox itself. I'll probably wash it up and keep it for a spare, but I'll put a new one on this car. Alrighty, I'll move on to cleaning the parts now. Alright, so most of our parts are clean. I've done the shocks. All I really needed to replace on them was the bodies, because they're pretty well shagged. Did those two ends, of course, there. But yeah, that's very rare. All the collars themselves are intact. They're not broken, not split or anything. There was one that was covered in glue. I believe it was this one here, if it focuses. Yeah, so that one I just kind of scratched the glue off, and you know, it's all good. Same with the gearbox. On the side of the chassis, right there, there's still a little bit of glue. I need to peel off that. It was all covered in glue. So I've got rid of that dodgy antenna mount it had on there. So that glue was all over the chassis. Fabulous. So somewhere here, I've got a, there it is. I've got another antenna mount. It's not the correct one, but it's does the same job. I think it's off an Ultima. So our other broken parts there, I don't have spares for. I'll have to get them at some other point. So I've just glued that one on there and glued that one again. It's still not dry, but then I'll wipe that white stuff off. So yeah, now I'll start putting them together. I'm going to get rid of these wheels and tyres. I'll probably use them for spares on something else. They're like appear to be a rip-off Tamiya wheel, tyre. They look pretty good though. Yeah, I've got some new wheels here, so they can go on it. And I've got also some, well, that's the gearbox I was going to use, but don't need it. The glue came off okay. So I've got some new wheels over there and some new tyres here. So it should look all original. Alright, I'll get on with the assembly. Alright, so I've got some bearings to go in it, instead of using the old bushes. And I'm going to put a couple of these servos in. These Metal Gear ones, they're only cheap ones, but yeah, pretty good. And a nice Fly Sky receiver, I'll stick that in. And I'll still, naturally I'll use both servos. And you know, use the original speed controller. Alright, now I'll get on with the assembly. Okay, so we fast forward ahead a bit. Turns out this motor that was in it's no good. I noticed it's got a lot of play in the shaft. Moves probably about 8mm back and forward. Yeah, it's just got all kinds of problems. The speed controller, wasn't happy with that either. I think it's pretty flogged out. A little bits of metal missing off it. So I thought, just bite the bullet, put the Kyosho electronic speed controller in there, and yeah, had an old Kyosho Mega motor there, so I put that in. And so I just got a little lipo stuffed in there at the moment. So steering works, and it drives. I already had a bit of a go up and down the hallway, as you do. So now I'll get on to trimming the body and painting it. Alrighty, so the body is all trimmed and washed, ready for paint. So I think I'll do the, I'll mask the windows and actually I'll mask around the windows and I'll paint the windows black first and then go over with the red. Yeah, looks like a couple of lines I have to clean up. Oh well. Moving on. So now all the paint's on, we can do the big unveiling. and see how she looks underneath. It's not completely dry yet, but you know, we're gonna have a look. Yep, I touched a bit. It's still quite tacky under there. It's looking pretty good so far. This film is not playing nice. And there we have it. I think it looks quite pink in the video, but yeah, outside or even under this light, it's actually quite red. It's not pink. Finally got that tape off, the film. Alrighty, so it'll go something like that. Alrighty. As you can see, all the decals are cut out now, so I'll stick them on the body and it'll be finished. And there it is, all finished. I actually took the motor out because it's too wide and, you know, it's going to rub on the body. Don't want it to damage the body, you know, for a motor I'm probably not going to use in it. So yeah, I couldn't find my stock 05 motor, so I'll just you know, look around and get one on eBay or something. Until then, it can sit there and wait for a motor. But yeah, all went pretty well. I think it turned out pretty good. I tried to do it as box art as I could. I know it doesn't have Raider two-wheel drive on the box, but I think when I had my first Raider I had that sticker up there. Bit of nostalgia, I guess. Alrighty, that's him. Thanks for watching.